What is up, you guys? Thank you for listening to another episode of your favorite podcast, The Fishbowl. The season finale, you guys. Episode 20. Holy shit. That's major. Major. Alright, well, you guys, thank you again for listening. I want to give a shout out. Good pods. The Fishbowl is ranking on all kinds of charts. We're in the top 100 for indie news commentary. The top 100 for news commentary. I don't know. The top 100 for news commentary, period. That for good pods, that's major. Because we are the news. That means that's not even it. We are indie news, I can understand. Independent news. We're also ranking. We're the fucking news, dude. And we're also in the top 100 for the indie improv chart, which is more appropriate, a little more accurate. We do bring you the news, but we also fuck around with it. So it's part news and part improv. We make the news up. It's kind of dangerous to put us on the news chart. Well, on that note, let's talk about the news. The season finale, you guys, and I'm continuing my season finale tradition of pushing everyone away, kicking everyone out of the studio, locking myself alone to do the podcast. Because it gives it a sense of completion and finality that way. You know, like, in the end, I'm all alone. And there's a certain peace to that. Even though I love all your calls, I love all my guests. But at the end of the season, sometimes you got to cleanse yourself of all the podcast guests' energy. Do a purge. And not like the movie Purge, but purge yourself of all of your podcast guests' energy and all their crazy political views and background noise. Give your fans a signed, sealed, and delivered, vacuum-packed podcast. Minions, millions of minions. Minions are fucking taking over. Minion mania is taking over. Millions succumb to Minions mania as Rise of Gru breaks records. Millions of people are succumbing to this movie. It's making them fucking succumb, dude. They're not saying, oh, let's go see the Minions movie. Why not go see the Minions movie? It's not even free will. Millions are succumbing to the Minions movie. They're succumbing to Minions mania, you guys. The Minions mania is making them succumb harder than they've ever succumbed to a movie. They're going to that movie theater all over. Gru is rising. Gru's fucking grown. It's a grower, not a shower. But people are showing out for this fucking movie, you guys. Showtime for Gru and the Minions. Gen Z puts on their best duds to celebrate America's birthday with their little gibbering pals. What are they talking about? Like, Gen Z is the only generation interested in the Minions movie. That's absurd. Minions are timeless. Minions are like silent film. You know, the Minions are the modern Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton. Silent film never died. It's not dead. I guess this is not a silent film, but they speak gibberish. They do not speak English. Steve Carell is in the movie, though. I think Steve Carell is probably the only human voice. And I think the Minions are a talented voice actor, but they're also clearly insane. I always thought the Minions looked like Twinkies. My first impression of a Minion, I was like, that looks like a Twinkie wearing goggles. Alright. Mike and Ike. Little Mike and Ike. Yellow marshmallow. Tic Tac. Yellow Tic Tac. I don't think they make yellow Tic Tacs. I don't know if anyone wants their breath to smell like lemons or piss or bananas or piss. This movie of sentient Tic Tacs, sentient Mike and Ikes, sentient Twinkies, is breaking records. Article says, look deep within yourself and you know it to be true. The Minions are fun. The wacky yellow pranksters who bump into one another and exclaim nonsense words, except for banana, which is a real word, waddled their way into tremendous success this holiday weekend, netting a $202 million worldwide opening weekend with their latest Minions Rise, the Rise of Gru. $202 million worldwide opening weekend. So they do speak one real word. They do say banana, which is hilarious and absolutely genius writing. Remember, people thought movie theaters would never come back into business. As long as there are Minions movies, movie theaters will be a business, baby, for the babies. And whoever else likes Minions, it's not just for babies, you guys. Fuck. Minions are adult. It's adult film. They do show the Minion butts. They show the Minion butt, and that shit is a little PG-13, if you ask me. I don't know if I want my 12-year-old looking at a Minion butt. Domestically, the fifth entry in the MCU, Minions Cinematic Universe. Wow. Yeah, they got a whole cinematic universe, you guys. That's the great phrase to use. Like, people only use cinematic universe for like superhero movies. You got to use the phrase cinematic universe for like kids movies, like the Barney cinematic universe. You know, it's not. I don't know, the SpongeBob cinematic universe. Now we're getting somewhere. In the Shrek cinematic universe, talking about that Snow Dogs cinematic universe. The audience for this movie is like part 8-year-olds, part AMC investors, and part 8-year-old AMC investors. The movie industry is growing, is not dead. They set a record. What's the deal with the record? Universal's big Minions win is now a new record for Independence Day weekend. Holy fuck. Beating Paramount's 2011 release Transformers Dark of the Moon by a significant $12 million margin. Alright, well, the Independence Day weekend record was Transformers Dark of the Moon, and they got beat by Minions The Rise of Gru. Ha ha ha. Fucking Transformers got owned by the Minions. Minions is fucking demolished those Transformers. Dark Side of the Moon. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon. One thing I heard about that Transformers Dark Side of the Moon movie is if you watch it backwards while listening to a Pink Floyd album, certain secrets are revealed about reality. Or no, actually, if you watch Transformers Dark Side of the Moon backwards while listening to Pink Floyd, you get possessed by a satanic curse. It's satanic, right? That was the Pink Floyd thing. The Pink Floyd thing is if you watch The Wizard of Oz backwards while listening to Pink Floyd or some shit, it's satanic. Or now you listen to Pink Floyd backwards and you watch The Wizard of Oz forwards. I don't know, man. Go ask your mom about it. She'll know. Yeah, all these 8-year-old AMC investors are storming the theater for the Minions: The Rise of Gru. The next generation is evil, man. I don't know how they operate. They have a whole operation, and I don't know how it operates, but it's the next generation, and it's like Star Trek: The Next Generation. We're not gonna understand that shit. Like, why do they want to watch a movie about a supervillain, evil supervillain, and all his minions? And they just think these evil minions are so fucking funny. But these are superheroes minions. These are evil guys. I mean, what is this shit even about? Let's read the synopsis. In the 94% like this movie. 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's the thing. Most critics are over the age of like 6. In the 1970s, young Gru tries to join. Alright, it's set in the 70s. Love the groovy setting. Young Gru tries to join a group of supervillains called the Vicious Six. Damn, is that like the Hateful Eight, the Quentin Tarantino movie, or the Fantastic Four? It's the antithesis of the Fantastic Four, the Vicious Six. Actually, the antithesis of Vicious Six would be like the Sweet Six, but they can hire me next time. After they oust their leader, the legendary fighter, Wild Knuckles. Alright, so they outed their leader. They ousted their leader, the legendary fighter, Wild Knuckles. When the interview turns disastrous, Gru and his minions go on the run with the Vicious Six hot on their tails. Job interview gone bad. Now the Vicious Six are after Gru and his minions. And that turns into a fucking Mad Max. Luckily, he finds an unlikely source of guidance. Wild Knuckles himself. Fuck yeah. And soon discovers that even bad guys need a little help from their friends. Ah, that's sweet. It's the Sweet Six. It's a sweet movie. Yeah, this is... No, wait, that's the thing. Man, what's wrong with the next generation, though? That's the thing, because... Why are they making all the villains are so empathized with you guys. Even bad guys need a little help from their friends. Right, even bad guys. I don't know. I am doing this solo episode today. I have no friends on the app. Very few friends anywhere. Next time I'll write a movie where I make a podcast and I don't need anyone. So, I mean, this movie is essentially Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. It's Gru's origin story, his supervillain origin story. It's Joker for kids. Did you guys hear they're making Joker 2 with Lady Gaga, maybe? She's going to play the Joker's bad romance. Or she's Harley Quinn, I guess. Lady Gaga's origin story is good if you check out that early Lady Gaga playing piano with her fucking head and shit. Really, really wild, freaky stuff. Like if the girl from the Grudge could play piano, or if the girl from The Ring was a pianist. Major fan. That was my favorite work of hers. All right, well, you guys, I'm gonna go see Despicable Me, because I think Minions are hilarious. TBH, I laughed my ass off at that very silly stuff. People are really going crazy over the movie. You might feel left out if you don't see it. It's a viral trend to see the Minions movie, possibly wearing a suit or whatever. I don't know if you guys saw that trend. The fucking prom, fucking class of 2022. Congrats to the class of 2022 on graduating, and you guys go enjoy that. Go enjoy that Minions movie in those prom suits, fellas. Looking dapper, fellas. AMC to the moon. IDK, TBH. All right, let's talk about the Georgia Guidestones getting blown the fuck up. Georgia Guidestones completely demolished after explosion left monument damaged. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about the Georgia Guidestones, but they have been the most politically charged slabs of granite in the fucking world since like 1980 when they were constructed or whatever. The internet was created and people went insane. It was perfect time to plant a QAnon breadcrumb like that. Georgia Guidestones completely demolished after explosion. So someone exploded this shit partially and did not finish the job and left a dangerous, hazardous situation of rubble to be cleaned up. A rural monument that was damaged in an intentional bombing this week has now been demolished over safety concerns, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced. The state officials also released surveillance video in the search for those responsible for setting off the explosion Wednesday morning at the Georgia Guidestones monument. Damn kids. Crazy kids. Crazy class of 2022. Pranksters out enjoying their summer. Those hooligans. The Minions blew up. Gru and his Minions blew up the Guidestones. We gotta find Gru. Find the Minions and they'll lead you to Gru. This is funny because whoever built the Guidestones really wanted them to stay there. So fuck you, whoever built that stupid shit. So, haha. Built by some secret fucking donors. Nobody likes a secret. Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone. That's what all secret societies gotta hear. Right now and forever. Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone. And I guess maybe they were trying to share this message on these guide stones, but at the end of the day, no one wants to be told what to do by anyone, especially not a secret group of motherfuckers. The guide stones said on them, it says spawns. It said haha, that shit is busted now. Sponsors a small group of Americans who seek the age of reason. The age of reason. I'm sorry to break it to them, but the age of reason is not coming. The idea of an age of reason makes no sense. Who the fuck knows what the fuck is even going on in their own life, let alone an entire age? How are you gonna make an age reasonable? Create a reason out of the age. Everything makes sense in retrospect. Looking backwards, like if you look back at some shit, all that shit makes sense because that's why that happened. But if you're living that moment, what the fuck is going on, dude? No one knows because anything can happen. Just like with the fishbowl. Yeah, man, the age of reason. Good luck, you guys. If anything ever makes total sense, I think maybe the day you die, maybe we'll have an aha moment. You'd hope to have an aha moment, maybe on your deathbed. That's kind of when things might make a little bit of sense. You're like, oh, I get it. Oh, the meaning of life is to. Wow, I should have spent my life. Yeah, man. The age of Aquarius. The age of reason. The meaning of life is love, man. Something like that. Love. I mean, spread your love. Spread all love. Love. Let's leave it at that. The donor was also so there's supposedly this small group of American donors, sponsors, looking for the age of Aquarius. The order to build the motherfucking stupid ass secret giant sculpture, the secret giant public sculpture, was named RC, pseudonym, of course. This motherfucker is not named this. Fucking RC Christian. Remote control Christian. Maybe RC Christian is Guru and the minions built the Georgia Guidestones. Now I'm on to shit. Whoever built this shit, they had a couple things written on the fucking stones that they thought would be good advice for the whole world. New fucking 10 commandments written by them said to maintain global population. But we're good there. We can thank Supreme Court on that one. Great. We can maintain that population now that nobody's having abortions. Fuck the Georgia Guidestones. Glad that shit blew up. Because that shit was ugly. It was called America's Stonehenge, but compared to Stonehenge, that shit was not cool. Stonehenge is way cooler. Stonehenge is like sick, dude. Like Stonehenge is a vibe. They're like arranged in a circle. And it was built like thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago or some shit. Not like in the 80s. Remote control Christian. Gru and his minions. Fucking supervillain shit. Nobody wants to be told what to do outside the bedroom. Worst sculpture ever. I think we should build a giant minion sculpture. That's clearly what people want. People like minions. People don't like being told what to do. People do like minions. So let's build a giant minion sculpture where the Georgia Guidestones used to be in that fucking God knows butthole cornfield. Was that saying bumfuck nowhere? In the cornfield in bumfuck nowhere, Georgia. I'll even build it myself right now. Starting when this episode is posted, assume I will be going there. And we can be the secret society that the world needs. A public secret society. Secrets are no fun. Let's go build a giant minion. If you really want them to be there and if you really wanted them to be there and if you really want them to be there and you're still around, just, I don't know, build some other shit. Or like the internet is a thing now. Just post some shit on the internet now, basically. That'd be way more effective than building a sculpture in the middle of a cornfield. Fucking crop circle bullshit. Like an alien trying to communicate with humans. Dude, log on to Twitter. Get a life, dude. Alright, you guys, thank you for listening to the season 2 finale of the Fish motherfucking Bowl, man. And for everything going on with LOL Comedy Club, check out comedyclublol.com. We've got merch on the site, information about open mic, returning to Instagram live September 5th. If you're a comedian, if you want to watch some live comedy on Instagram, make sure you're connected with the club at Comedy Club LOL on Insta. Peace.